So, at this point, I have the great pleasure of introducing our first staff member who will have the pleasure of introducing their guest who will come and talk about their experience. So, Patty, would you come forward and introduce your guest? Patty, again, is the Family Leadership Training Institute coordinator.
Hello. In 2009, the Larimer County Extension Office began a program that was designed to give our citizens leadership and engagement tools. And the Family Leadership Training Institute has been doing that now for the last 6 years. In 2015, we added a new component. We invited youth to be a part of our program. It is my honor to introduce you all to one of our first Youth Adult Partner graduates, Sydney Anderson and DJ Anderson. Sydney, would you like to come up here and join us?
Hello, I am Sydney Anderson, and I am a youth family leader from Larimer County. Our class learned valuable lessons from the path we were given, but we learned more from each other. Leaders are powerful because they feed off of one another. Our youth group clicked quickly, and we were able to find emotional passions and feelings and ideas from each other. Feeding off the other youth in my group, I have become stronger, more confident, and inspired, and I feel like I can actually make a change now. The youth branch of FLTI empowers youth to use their voices to help make a change, and it helps youth learn ways to be better heard by grown-ups. Our youth group collected a few ways that we would feel better listened to and better heard by parents and authorities. Our first one was that everyone should have patience and slow down. Life is rushed, we know, but if you take time to slow down and listen to what you hear could actually change the world. And it takes patience to be heard. Also, we would love if grown-ups would let us try. We may make mistakes and we may screw up, but what if it works? What if we can change stuff? Youth need the chance to make mistakes and know that there's somebody on the other side there to help them when they fall. We would also love to try and solve the puzzle for ourselves, or else we'd become robots just repeating someone else's solution again and again. I may come up with the same solution as you, but isn't it the journey that counts? And sometimes youth need to take a lead and lead you down the road less traveled. We aren't afraid of there because we haven't been taught to be afraid of there. So maybe it's less traveled because you were taught to be afraid of it. But most of all, have faith. As you grow up, dreams start to seem impossible. And they aren't. Things do turn out right, and stuff does happen. Have faith in yourself and have faith in us. If we believe in our dreams, then you can too. Now our youth group in FLTI had a rough patch halfway through. We lost one of our own. She was gone too soon, but she left her dreams and inspiration with us. Our challenge was to move forward without her, but we were never without her because she left her voice. We are leaders and we will power forward. And we only have one world, so let's make it one worth living in. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce my father, DJ Anderson.
Hi, and thank you. I'm happy I was able to come and talk a little bit about FLTI. And when I was asked, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to talk about right away. But when I saw the card that said the showcase, I thought, okay, what things can I showcase about it? And I thought of two things. And the first one was, the first part of the class is excellent in the fact that it gives us an opportunity to get to know each other, get to know other people that are in our community, but really, most of them, they're in their own universe. We all do it. We all kind of get locked into what we are dealing with and what we see all the time. And this was an opportunity to get to hear other people's point of view in a safe environment and widen our view a little bit of what's happening in our community. And I thought that was such a great opportunity to be able to listen to others in this safe environment. My passion has been kids and education for a long time, and there were a lot of other ones that were part of our class that had that same kind of passion. They had a different angle that they were focused on, but I think if we step back a little bit and we talk, we can figure out we really were trying to get some of the same things. A better place for our kids, if that's, getting books for them, learning words that we don't want to call each other, or opportunities to be able to advance and have a good life. So, the first part of class was, it was a lot of thinking and learning of what our values were and how we could sit and listen to others without being too judgmental. It's something that our state representatives could definitely, maybe sometimes use to sit down and listen to each other a little bit more too. The second part that jumped out to me is, as my daughter said, she's a family leader. I always had a little nervousness about standing up and saying I'm a family leader. I don't like to put myself say I'm leading right away. I don't shy away from leading. I have stepped into many roles to do that. But I think what the class did even more so was make me and the other classmates an active community member, an active citizen. It showed us different ways that we were able to talk to our representatives, different ways to organize our thoughts and how we want to present them to them, and how we can rally other people for our causes to try to get the word out. So I think it was very important the way that it gave us that opportunity how to be active citizens and community members. Because we would love to be able to do things all the time by ourselves, but it unfortunately isn't going to work. To make change, we got to get partners, and this gave us an opportunity to show us how to make those partnerships. If it's at a federal level, at a state level, at a county level, at a city level, there's a lot of levels, but we got to be able to take that step to make that partnership at times. And I really commend the program in giving us some of the tools to do that. And I was overjoyed to be able to hear my daughter speak at our state graduation, and also just to hear her thoughts widen. Kids and adults, we gotta get lost in our own universe. But she got to see what these other kids' passions were and learn about some of these things. And I think that makes her a better person, and it will make her a better citizen. So I was overjoyed to see that they were including kids in this, and I think it really will pay off in the long run. And I think it's programs like this that make the Extension Office, a good partner. So thank you for your time, and please continue.
Thank you, DJ and Sydney. FLTI really is making a difference in our community. The graduates are more engaged in their communities and through civil discourse and being passionate about the programs that they've individually taken on to try to make their lives better for themselves and their families and their communities.